This is my Valve Index, and this is why you should not buy one. So I haven't done a VR video for like 6 months now, something like that. However, this video really needs to be made by just someone. The closest I've seen anyone come to detailing why the Index experience is so problematic is this video by Thrillseeker, where he details every single problem he has had with the headset. And I highly suggest that if you haven't watched that video, that you go watch it and you realize the world of pain that you are about to enter if you do purchase an Index. Awareness around VR as it begins to gain more traction, especially with high-end VR headsets like the Index, really needs to be spread. This is my Index. This is actually my second Index. My first one exploded on my face. Well, less of an explosion, more of like a fizzle of the right display. It essentially burnt itself up while I was playing some Boneworks. It's like, it's done something. I'm blind in one eye because of the game. Why has the game done this? I literally can't see out of my right eye right now. I killed myself. Oh, it's my actual display. Holy shit, dude. It's my actual display. Yeah, dude, my Index is dead. Though my first Index burning out is not actually the main reason why you shouldn't buy an Index. And by the way, this was a free replacement by Valve, which was fantastic that they sent me a brand new, completely free of charge headset, didn't even have to pay for shipping, and they even sent it to me before I sent off the old headset. Though to have a customer literally have a display, you know, burn up on their face, I would expect a free replacement. So first, let me make it clear, I love Valve. I love Steam, I love their products, and in theory, I should also love the Index. The FOV is better than any headset on the market right now. The ability to switch between 80, 90, 120, and 144 FPS on the fly is incredible. And of course, Base Station 2.0 and the fantastic Knuckles controllers with full-on finger tracking. In theory, this is everything I could ever want in a VR headset by a long shot. And when it works, this is 100% the best VR experience that you can possibly have on the market right now. But a key point there is when it works. If you own an Index or are active in the Valve Index subreddit or the Valve Index Discord server, you'll be well aware of the constant undying complaints of virtually every piece of hardware within the Index dying in some form. Base stations dying to show only a red light of death, Knuckles controllers snapping from a light drop, thumbstick drift on both controllers, display failures, cable failures, headbands snapping, speakers failing, sparkling displays, and in my case, my right display literally burning up before my very eyes. Now, none of these would be huge problems if they were just early production problems, if these were just growing pains, and were just maybe very uncommon for the average user to experience. However, every single one of these problems, besides my extreme case of like my display burning up on my face, the rest of the issues are experienced by almost every single owner of a Valve Index at some point in time, usually within the first year of them owning an Index. Virtually every single person who purchases an Index will at least experience one or multiple of these problems. At least at the time of recording this video. This might change in a year's time, but judging by Valve's current track record of not really making any adjustments on the production line besides slightly adjusting the height of the thumbstick, it is unlikely that this will be fixed anytime soon. Since the launch of the Index, these issues have seemingly been completely ignored by Valve, with no public statement at all, explanation, reassurance, nothing. We have no idea if any of these problems are even being looked at, are acknowledged, or will ever be fixed. We are completely in the dark as a community that has spent $1,000 on each of our own headsets. Even well over a year after the release of the Index, we have no information from Valve. For an $1,000 piece of hardware sold by Valve, a company of their size, this is completely unacceptable. But it gets even worse. You might be thinking, well, Valve will replace broken hardware, right? They've replaced your burnt up headset. Surely they do the same for everyone. You know, they paid $1,000 for a headset. That's a big investment for a VR headset, which you already need a powerful PC to run. And you are correct, Valve will replace literally every piece of the Index, completely free, not even having to pay for shipping. Even sending out a new one in my case, a entirely new headset for completely free before I'd even shipped off the old burnt up one. However, after a year, the free replacement warranty completely expires. After a year, you are essentially completely and utterly fucked. And an example that perfectly explains everything that I just mentioned is this post in the Valve Index subreddit by a user by the name of Great and Powerful Nixie. Powerful Nixie needs a new power cable for their Index. However, since owning the headset for over a year, their warranty has completely expired. Steam support says a replacement is not available, and then doubles down saying a second time that they cannot replace their power cable due to the expired warranty. Powerful Nixie requests to purchase a replacement cable, and Valve refuses. The headset is now essentially a $500 paperweight, and $1,000 paperweight if you include the base stations, which are now useless, and the controllers, which are now useless, at least without a headset. The Valve Index situation is horrendous. Valve need to address it. They have to address it. They must make changes on the production line and must continue to replace faulty parts even outside of warranty. Thumbstick drift, display failure, base station death, and poor cable management design, which causes the cable to degrade over a short period of time, ending in complete cable failure, and a display literally burning up on my face, is not the fault of the user, and they shouldn't have to pay for an entirely new headset outside of a year of a warranty. I, like many, paid $1,000 for this, and now, since it's been a year since I have owned the Index, even with very little use, that's why I haven't developed thumbstick drift yet, I know that if anything else fails, like thumbstick drift developing, which is overdue now on these controllers, it can happen any day now, I know when that fateful day arrives, I am fucked. And because VR is a relatively small market in the grand scheme of things, and the Valve Index is even more of a small market and a small community, I know that even if this video does well, which I don't expect it to, because again, the Valve Index community is small and the VR community is also quite small, again, compared to other facets of gaming, I know that even if this video magically does do well, nothing is likely to change. I know countless people who have had to replace their Index controllers due to drift, more than once in a span of less than a year. I know someone who had to replace their entire set of Index controllers 5 times in the span of a year. That is insane. Now, to end this on somewhat of a positive note, I hope, Valve have made a slight design change to the thumbstick of the Index controller. This was to fix the clicking issue which it had successfully fixed. Now these thumbsticks click properly, which is fantastic. However, thumbstick drift has still completely been ignored. Valve making this small change is a good sign and is a small glimmer of hope that things on the production line might be getting better. However, this change was made maybe 7 or 8 months ago, seemingly, and since then no other changes have been noticed, at least fixing the biggest issue of them all, thumbstick drift. And yesterday I posted this post on Reddit asking the Index community if they had been granted replacements outside of warranty, and a few people actually responded saying that they had been granted replacements to controllers and cables outside of warranty. This is fantastic to hear. However, another user also mentioned that recently Steam support seemed to have changed their leniency on this and are, at least in their case, refusing to replace owners' Knuckles controls. So I can only pray to Gabe and above and Steam support that they will replace my hardware should something like thumbstick drift end up happening outside of warranty, and I don't end up like this poor unfortunate user on Reddit. If you're thinking about getting into the VR hardware game or you're looking to upgrade to an Index, I highly suggest just waiting until Valve releases their new headset. Yeah, Valve is reportedly working on a new headset while the Index is still busted to all hell. It's just more dirt in the eye of Index users. Going with Oculus is also an option, though their forced Facebook integration and data collection is concerning. Oculus does seem like one of the next best options besides an Index. So anyway, if you want this message to be heard, please hit that like button, maybe a sub if you want more content like this in the future. And for those of you that have watched this channel for a while now, we've finally gotten the join button. I really appreciate everyone that has gone this channel here. So if you want to support me directly and help fund these videos, pay the editor that I'm currently training to hopefully take over from my endless job of constantly editing all of these for days on end. But if you want to support hiring editors and funding these videos, hit that join button. That's the easiest way to directly support me, and I can see everyone directly. You get a sick badge that evolves as you are a member for longer, and you also get these emotes to use in the channel as well. You also get access to some exclusive posts made by me and access to the members only Discord channel within my Discord. Join if you haven't already, link in the description down below. Anyway, thank you for getting us the join button, and thank you for taking some time to let me talk about something I wanted to talk about. I really appreciate it. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you got some use out of it and are hopefully more educated on the current situation that the index is in. Anyway, I appreciate you getting this far. A sub would be much appreciated if you did enjoy this video, and maybe a like if you want more content like this. Thank you. I really do appreciate you watching to this point. You are the reason why the watch time stays high. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye-bye. You like my haircut, by the way? It's kind of short, but it's definitely better than this. I can feel like my head breathe, you know? Does it look like a fresh trim? Or do I look like I have a receding hairline? When it's not a receding hairline. This is actually where my hair parts, if you can see. It's not a receding hairline, okay? It's just where my fucking hair parts. Anyway, I'm gonna peace out now. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Stay safe. Bye-bye.